All right, guys. So welcome back. Welcome back to Flying Dirty, guys. As I always say, guys, I'd like to thank you again for all your subscriptions and all of your comments. Your comments are tremendous. Your comments are wonderful. You guys are very supporting, and I really appreciate that because you give me more energy, you give me more enthusiasm, and that's why I'm here cranking these videos up. So I appreciate that. And again, you know, subscribe if you love aviation like I do, man. Just subscribe and support me and support my channel because I want to make this channel grow. I really do. There's a lot of things that I want to do with this channel. We talked about shirts. I want to make a website to sell my shirts. Now these shirts I make them myself. I have a graphic business, and matter of fact, I just flew to Dallas to do a graphic job and all that. But I do these shirts. I also do these hoodies. I wanted to create a logo and a business and a foundation for this channel. So I do coffee mugs. I also have hats. I also make hats. So I'll be selling hats as well. You know, you guys are very supportive, so I know that I can count on you. I know you guys are going to support me. But anyway, so let's talk about the Avidyne. So what I like and what I don't like about the Avidyne. So first of all, I love this Avidyne. This Avidyne is oh my, it's the best thing I've done. I'm glad I switched my 430W for this. So the first thing I like is that the Avidyne was very smart enough to make this Avidyne plug and play for the most part. I mean, I'm not an A&P or anything like that. But for the most part, I believe they made it plug and play because they did for me. I mean, when I bought my Avidyne, it was on a trade-in with the 430, and it was only $6,500 at that time. So I bought it $6,500, and then they took the 430 as a trade-in and plugged and played the Avidyne. Didn't really have to connect or reconnect any wires because it's all compatible. So I like that. That's the first thing that I'll start off saying, okay? The other cool thing I like is that it has touchscreen. So right here, you can touch the screen. There is your synthetic vision. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. A lot of people like this screen, but I'm not too fond of it because I've got synthetic vision here. So I don't really use this for synthetic vision. I use my map. And then actually what I do is, the way I like to fly is on FMS with the flight plan, but then I show the map. So that's how I fly. And then that way it has all of my waypoints on the right hand side. So whenever they give me fly direct to, I just go direct and click on whichever one I want. And it goes, you know, it'll give me a display saying activate direct. You just press enter and that's it. That's all she wrote. Matter of fact, here, let's do an example. So let's do direct, and then see right there, it shows the next waypoint. But you can scroll through the waypoints if you have multiple, and then all you have to do is click enter. But we're already going direct to Centennial, so let's not even bother with this flight plan. Let's just leave it alone. But that is so cool. That is it. So I like that feature. Okay, this is how I like flying with it. You know, everyone has their own preference, but I fly with it that way. The other cool thing is that it has this remote control that I keep down here. Now, this remote control, whenever it's windy, now watch this. Let's say, for example, well, first you got to turn it on. But let's say if it's a very turbulent day and it's really, really, really bouncy, then all you got to do is, let's say like I just did the direct, here's direct. If I just hit direct, there it is. And then all I have to do is press enter. And actually you have a remote control that with the autopilot and this, you can control your airplane via remote control. That's pretty darn cool. But you can do everything that you can do with the radio, you can do with this, okay? So this is really cool. I really like that. And like I said, this is very useful when it's very turbulent because you don't have to mess around with the touchscreen. Now, the other that leads me to the other point. What I like about this radio is that you can also turn knobs, and just like the Dynon, you can use your physical buttons and right now, yeah, we're going to the turbulent weather. Right now, Centennial is showing turbulence, moderate, and it's also showing wind shear. And Centennial is pretty popular, and it's known for wind shear. So here it is. Let's talk about the Wi-Fi capability. So we'll go into AUX, auxiliary, And then right there, you see networking. Right now it's networking, and I've got it on Skyview. But you're going to see something really cool here. And I do use this feature quite often. Okay, so here it is, guys. I got the iPad now recording. So let's go into settings. And right now, it is showing that the Wi-Fi is on Skyview. If you go here and the network, if you set it on Skyview, and I'm not sure if this camera can reach over there so you can see it clearly. So let me give you this angle here. So it says Skyview, right? So right here, here's the app, IFD100. So let's open that app up, and then there it is. So even though I'm connected to the Skyview, all right, what's going to happen now is that the Skyview is going to link with the Avidyne, okay? Now with the Avidyne, even though it says Skyview here, it's going to throw like a host network, but it's also going to throw out the Avidyne, okay? So even though it says Skyview, this is going to pick up Avidyne and is going to pick up Skyview at the same time. It's pretty darn cool. So it'll take a little while to get everything synchronized and populate. But watch what's going to happen here very shortly. There you go. So now, there it is. So now it populated everything that is on the GPS. So even though I have this small screen, I have this set up with the IFD100 app, which comes from Avidyne. I don't know of any other radio that's doing this as of this moment, but I would assume that a lot of people are going to start coming out with this because this app is phenomenal. I really enjoy using it. So here it is. I've got the app here, and then here I can control all of my waypoints, and I can pretty much do the same thing that I can do here, or with the remote I can do with the iPad. And there it is. If I want to tune a frequency, I just click on the frequency and I can tune on the frequency. Now watch this. Let's show you with this camera. Well, not this one. Let's show you with this camera what I'm talking about here. So what I can do is, let's go ahead and click on a frequency here. Let's go ahead and click on, I don't know, let's just put 1203 just for kicks, and enter, and there it is. It changes it there instantaneously, okay? So you can just have full operation, full control of your Avidyne through this. It's like having a second radio. And then check this out. You can go to your map, and then you can display your map, and then there it is. So you have your small map here, but now you have your big map on this display here. Okay? You can go to your FMS and display your map as well. Okay? And then with this one, you have your waypoints on your right hand side because that's pretty much how I like it. Okay? So there it is. And then also you'll have traffic. Now there's no traffic around us right now. I think it's actually showing my call sign. Oh, there it is. There is one. There's traffic right there. So because I have ADSB in my system, hooked up to my panel, it transmits ADSB from here. I have an ADSB that here it is right here. I no longer use this Stratus. You see, it's off. I don't have to use this anymore because all of my traffic and weather now shows up via Wi-Fi. So you can save money on that because this Wi-Fi, which is right here like I showed you on this page, by networking and putting it on Skyview and then making your Avidyne your host network, it transmits both networks. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's change the timer first. So let's switch fuel tanks. Nope, we can leave it on there because that has the most fuel. So let's just start it again. There you go. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's click out of that. Let's go into Foreflight, and let's see how many devices are showing up. So if you can see right there, Skyview is showing up, Avidyne is showing up, ADSB is showing up. That is so cool, and it's all thanks to this, to Avidyne. It has a hosting network that allows you to have multiple devices linked at the same time and then transmit those devices onto your iPad. So I use this a lot. I love this feature. And then let me show you what else you can do because of that. So, because I have that, let's look around for traffic. We're getting very close to our destination here, so we're going to have to hurry up and talk about this. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So because it does that, so now I still have the ability to control all of my radios with the iPad, but then check this cool feature out. Okay, if you go and tap to your bottom screen, it's going to show up the applications that you have most recently used. All you have to do is take ForeFlight and hold it, touch and hold it, and then bring it to the side, and boom, there it is, right there. Now you have ForeFlight, and then you have the Avidyne simultaneously on your iPad. So let's go in ForeFlight and let's go to our map. There's ForeFlight. If you don't want this page, you just take that out, and there it is right there. So you still have your map, you still have your waypoints here, your map is bigger, and there's your waypoints. I think this is so cool that you can do this. I mean, you can actually take your ForeFlight, you can take your IFD100, and you can control these simultaneously, because this Avidyne allows you to have multiple Wi-Fi devices linked together to your ForeFlight. How cool is that? That is just so awesome. And then check this out. Here's the auxiliary. So we're right here. You can do all your settings. It's a little bumpy, so it's a little hard to, it's a little hard to touch these buttons and stuff like that. So that's when this comes in handy, actually, when it's really bumpy. But anyway, there it is right there. I've got full controllability. There are my utilities. I can make a checklist if I want, but I don't really have it because I have a checklist on my Dynon. And then here's your audio, so you can control your audio volumes, okay? Your systems right now, what's working and what's not working, so it shows you all of your options there for your systems. I don't really use this page, so I don't really worry about that page. So that is so cool. Okay, now you can also, if you want, you can show your map. You can also show your map from your IFD 100, and then on this one you can just show something different. You can also show your synthetic vision, okay, from your ForeFlight, and you can fly with your synthetic vision. Okay, it's just so many options. This gives you so many options. So I love this feature. This feature is so cool. I really like it. And again, the way you're able to do that is because this network allows you to have multiple Wi-Fi devices hosted together. Okay, so that is so cool. I don't know if Garmin can do that, but I know Avidyne can, and I love that feature about Avidyne. So anyway, let's move on, because you can tell that's one of my favorites, and it's for a good reason. It's so usable because I'm able to use so many things at the same time. That's why I like it so much. It's just so cool because I don't have to flip from screen to screen. I have everything right there accessible. So there you go. IFR approaches, again, are easy to load. So I just hit procedure. There it is right there if you just want to load up your procedures and all of that. Now the cool thing I like about Avidyne as well is that whenever you do a missed approach on the Garmin 430, you had to remember that at your missed approach point, you had to remember to actually activate the missed approach. Well, with this one, it lets you do two options. You can either have it where you have to activate it, or you can have it where it's automatically activated. Well, I have it automatically activated because it senses, it knows if you went missed. It knows once you pass the runway and you're still flying, it goes missed automatically, and it sequences automatically. So that means that your autopilot is also going to sequence. So basically, for your missed approach, that's just one less thing that you have to do. Okay, the one thing I don't like, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't find many things. I mean, the only thing I found that I don't like about the Avidyne is that it doesn't show your nav frequencies. So it will show it if you come in here and you click this knob, it'll flip them over to your nav, okay? So you have to push on this knob down, and then it'll flip, and then you can change and have your and change your navs. I don't mind that too much because I got them here because I have this app. Then they display, both of the frequencies display here. So that doesn't bother me too much. So there's a way around that. And the way around that is to have your app, and it'll display whatever frequencies are on your app. So there's the ILS. Okay, so let's view this, and let's get this frequency. The frequency shows 1113. So yeah, let's change this and let's put it to 1113. Enter. And there it is. It's going to punch it on this side here, and you can't see it yet, but there it is. And let's flip it, okay? And now it is activated. So I have my ILS right now activated, okay? So you have it here, so that's okay. You can do it. You can also change it, of course, from your remote. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. That's the only negative that I found. But everything else I really love about this this Avidyne. So if you're in the market looking for an Avidyne and you're comparing Avidynes with Garmin, then there you go. I hope I helped you out with some of the features I like, so that you know you can make a good choice and a good decision. I really enjoy the Avidyne. I've used the Garmin's before. I also had a Garmin 430W, which you really can't compare with the newer systems. But I have used the GTNs, 650s, and what have you. I just find the Avidyne more user-friendly. You know, that's just my opinion. I know that, you know, I would say that, you know, people would feel different. I'm pretty sure that there's people that they love Garmin and they won't do anything to trade Garmin. But I'm one of those that actually feels the contrary. I like Avidyne, and having used both of them, I'll tell you that I actually like and enjoy using Avidyne, and I do not think that Garmin has the features that I really like the most, which is that app. I really love that app. I love the ability to have Foreflight on this side and the AFD 100 on this side, and I love the fact that you can control everything from the app itself. So if you have a passenger, they could use it, and you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, I just find it so useful. But that's just me. So I hope this video helped you out, guys. So there you go. Stay tuned, because we'll have a little bit more coming up, and then we'll talk about what I like and don't like about the TrueTrack.
And with that, don't hesitate to leave a comment. And let me take this time to thank out all of my subscribers. Thank you, and please continue to share my videos with other individuals to make this channel grow even faster. And if you're watching me for the very first time, then support the channel and subscribe. And if you love aviation as much as I do, also give me a thumbs up. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and have a great day, my friends.